Hello and welcome to This Time Africa. And once again, we're here in the studios of Afrique Today. I am your host, Sia Matilda Banga. And as you know, This Time Africa showcases our African men and women, African business partners, our African American friends who are doing business with and for Africa and also doing something that we can also participate in. Our emerging leaders and politicians. We talk about all of that in the dish right here on This Time Africa. As always, the question is, what's on this time? All right, welcome again to this great show. Today, I have the privilege of speaking with some great gentlemen from Pure Solar Systems. And I have with me on my left, the co-founder and vice president, Andre Smalley. Andre, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you so much. It's a pleasure being here with you.
All right, it's good that we can do this.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you so very much. And of course, I have Joshua Smalley, who is the regional sales manager. Yes. Welcome to the show, Josh.
Thank you.
All right, it's so good to meet you.
Good to meet you as well.
All right, Pure Solar Systems. Let's talk about it because everywhere in the world, solar is like the next topic. It is like the next topic. So how long has Pure Solar Systems been in place? How long have you been doing this?
Well, we've been doing solar for 5 years.
Okay.
And interesting enough, we were working with one of the biggest companies in the area, Tesla, or better known as Solar City.
Okay.
And we started off developing and building teams and selling solar 5 years ago. We felt like it was time to start our own business, so we started over a year ago. We've been in business now with Pure Solar Systems, developing teams, changing lives, saving people tons of money, and helping to save the environment as well.
How are you saving people money? I want to hear, when you talk about money, I want to hear, Josh, what do you think? How are you saving people money? I want to know.
So, I mean, pretty much it's fairly simple. Solar helps you save money, save the environment. You pretty much save anywhere between 50 and 70% on your utility bill if you go solar. How it works is you pretty much cut the delivery costs because you're getting your energy right from your roof. You're not getting it from Pepco or your utility company anymore. Cleaner energy saves you money, save the environment. So what we call a win-win-win.
The win-win-win. So that's a triple win.
It's a triple win.
And again, you said earlier on during our prep conversation that this was a black-owned business.
Yes, it is.
I want to hear about it because I think this is why we're here, so we can promote the business.
Well, one thing I dislike, and I'll be honest with you, solar was huge, particularly in California, and they found that Maryland was the next biggest thing, mainly because a lot of Maryland households have huge rooftops, and the rooftops, the more panels, the more money you can make, the seller can make.
Okay.
And so they would send people from Utah and different places like that into the Maryland area, and they would take that money from Marylanders and go back to Utah with it. And I was disgusted by that. I felt like we should keep our money within our own home.
Yes.
And so I said to my business partner, Greg Floyd, that it's time for us to...
So Greg is the co-founder?
He's the co-founder.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I said to him, it's time for us to start our own business and train and teach and educate our people, Prince Georgians, the effects of solar and the benefits of solar and going solar and the benefits of saving money and saving the environment as well.
So would you say the drive actually behind this is want to help your people, or our people, all of us, or is it, what would you say it is? What's the drive?
To help our people achieve success economically. That's my goal. And by hiring and training and teaching and educating, because we have a staff of over 100 people that we've trained and taught to go out here and sell solar. And Joshua being one of my regional managers as well as my son, I'm very proud of him.
Very proud.
Because he's a graduate from University of Maryland, and you can ask him.
so I'm proud of you too. So what did you study again in UM?
Environmental Science and Technology.
Okay. All right. So what a change. That's a big shot, environmental sciences, man. I know that's a lot of studies. But this is good that you're on board, because then you're able to translate what you are learning to the youth,
Exactly.
to the younger people. So how are you managing that?
Yeah, it's a amazing opportunity to give back.
Okay.
I love just being able to mentor, especially people my age, like younger was my age, because it's one thing when your parents or your uncle, they may tell you something, but if someone your age that you can really connect with is trying to gear you and steer you in the right direction, that's very powerful, and I love to do that. So it's great. It's a great opportunity, and I'm glad to be working with my pop. Not a lot of people get that opportunity as well. So
That's good. That's very amazing. And I was just asking you that. So what is the drive? The drive to save the people money, and the drive for people to understand that they must make that change. And you wanted to say something about that.
Right. So you pretty much just summed it up right there. Like my drive goes right along with his vision and saving, helping our people, put money back in our pockets, just educate it. And that's one thing that I really value is the education factor.
Okay.
Just letting people know, because a lot of times in this market, it's kind of becoming like the energy market, in the sense like the solar market and energy market are two different markets. But with the energy market, there's a lot of fraudulent activity, a lot of people who are just in it for money.
Okay.
But my overall goal is just to make sure that people understand that, look, it's not about me, it's not about the money, it's about really saving our planet, because people don't know using this dirty electricity, we're really killing ourselves. And it's not a game. It's not. Like,
no,
it's a reality.
Yes. I am big on climate change, by the way, so I understand what you're saying.
It's a reality, and people need to understand that. But people have this guard up, and you have to really build trust with them. You have to really go about your business with integrity, and really, let people know, like, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to help you.
That's right. So, and that's what I find.
And how do you sell that benefit?
And I find that people are very, particularly our people, again, unfortunately, they're the ones that give the biggest pushback, because they're so used to old technology, and they're so used to paying the Pepco and not having control over that bill. But they think Pepco is the only choice. And I guess a lot of times, too, people have come along offering, like Joshua said, different energy supplements, but nothing really substantial. Like, for example, you find that people will sign a contract and say they're getting their power from a third-party supplier, and then later on that third-party supplier raises the rate, and now they're paying way more than what they paid before. Here with solar, there's no way that's going to happen, because we start you off with a cheap rate.
Okay.
And it escalates very little, but it's always going to be lower than what you're paying Pepco or BG&E right now, or even SMEPCO. And because of that, that's where the money comes in, the savings comes in.
So what sets you apart from the other people that doing basically almost the same thing? What would you say sets you apart? What is it that you're doing differently that would let somebody jump on board to Pure Solar Systems?
Well, first of all, that's a great question, and I look at the fact that we're saving people money, but we're doing it in the most excellent manner. Integrity is one of the highest attributes that we have, that I love, because I feel like you got to tell the truth.
Yeah.
You got to come with the correct information, and a lot of times people have been lied to so much that, like Joshua said, they don't trust you when you say something. And so we try our best in an excellent manner to be able to give people the correct information that they need to make the best decision about solar.
So what would you say to somebody who already has electricity and they're used to paying? How would you sell to me? Sell Pure Solar Systems to me. What would normally be, like walking through the journey of the change, the benefits, why it's necessary? Okay.
So I would tell first, I guess, potential client of mine, I would start off asking two questions. First, to qualify them, I ask them, are they a homeowner? They tell me yes. Okay. Well, have you had a solar consultation? And a lot of people have, like, more than 60% of the people who I come in contact with know something about solar or have had some kind of consultation, which is a lot different than when it was when I first started doing solar, probably about 3 years ago. But anyways, so I would tell them, okay, you've had a solar consultation, you know a little bit of something about solar. Well, what happened? Do you have the panels? They'll say no. And a lot of people will say they don't have it because they don't. The biggest pushback I get is they don't like the way it looks. They don't like the way the aesthetics.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Secondly, a lot of people are confused.
You don't like the way it looks, but if it saves you money.
Exactly.
That's exactly what we say.
Exactly what we say. They say, well, do you have? Well, what I said. Well, do you throw cookouts on your roof? And they're like, no. I'm like, okay. Well, how would you like to save an extra? What could you do with an extra $100 a month?
Correct.
And then at that point, it's self-explanatory. They answer the question for themselves.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much how I would go about selling it. And then I would try to, move and get their number and, set an appointment. And really, I don't really try to sell anything. Yeah. I'm more, it's more about just if you present yourself as non-threatening one, and just present yourself like you care, people can sense that and feel that energy.
Yes.
So,
and I can feel it, by the way. I can feel that you feel. Yeah.
And then the other thing,
you want to add to that? Okay.
I always say, and this is something I say all the time: people go solar when they're ready. So one thing in sales, we do not force anybody to do something that they don't want to do or they don't understand. So even we might give a proposal the first time, we might have to come back a second time or a third time.
Sometimes 4 or 5 times.
But we keep in contact with that individual and don't press them or pressure them, because people feel the pushback, and then you're trying to sell me something. And solar is free. What we do is at no cost.
Okay.
We actually put a solar system, a system that generally will cost anywhere between $30,000 to $50,000. I haven't done it with Solar City when we did it $100,000. Somebody invested $100,000 on that solar system and put it on the house of that individual who paid monthly for it.
Wow.
So it's, even though we say it's no cost, somebody's investing the money. And
so what you're saying, because I want the viewers to understand that your company can invest into the system. And so the opportunity and benefit you're giving to the people is that I have invested $100,000, but now because I care about you and I want you to save money, you can now pay me monthly, and so it shifts away that heavy burden of paying like bulk money.
Exactly, because primarily the best way to go solar is to pay cash for the system.
Okay.
But not too many people have $50,000, $60,000, $30,000, $40,000 laying around. But an investor will take it and invest that system in that system for that client. And of course they'll get the tax credit, because that's the biggest thing, is the tax credit. There's a 30% tax credit. So if you purchase your system yourself, you get the tax credit. Oh. You also get the SRAC money, which is $40 to $55 here in Maryland.
What's that money called again?
Solar Renewable Energy Credits. You get that. And DC has the highest SRAC, $405 per 1,000 kilowatt hours, and which a lot of people don't understand, but we teach you that. So the best thing to do is to purchase yourself and get all that. But because most people can't afford to do that, we offer the system for free at no cost to them. They have a monthly payment that's going to be cheaper than what they're paying Pepco, and in the same time benefit from clean energy and saving money.
So saving money and having free consultations is what Pure Solar Systems is all about. And we want to save money. We want to make sure that you keep some money in your pocket. Well, let me tell you this. Hold on right there. We'll be right back, because we're going to talk about more benefits, some success stories, and more. You're watching This Time Africa.
Do you want to promote your business? Do you want to talk about your nonprofit organization? Do you want to talk about your culture? Introducing the online web TV, Africa Today. We are live every Sunday at 3 p.m. Our shows are 3 p.m. Sunday Guests with Elaine Pierre, 4 p.m. This Time Africa with San Matilda Banga. 5 p.m. Transformation Point with Dr. Natali Kamsudomo. 5:30 Cyber Connect with Jean Bosco Fogham. You can watch us live at the same time on 4 platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and using the Afric Today app. Download our app today for Android or Apple. Promote your business today. For more information, go to www.africtoday.com. Afric Today, the best of digital TV.
We are back again in the studios. This is This Time Africa. I'm your host here, Matilda Banga. And of course, I've been speaking with Andre Smalley, who is the co-founder and vice president of Pure Solar Systems. And I have on my right again, Joshua, who is also a regional sales manager. Of course, he has a background in environmental sciences and technology from the University of Maryland. I'm so proud of you. And he's here to share his thoughts with all the young people so that you all can come on board. Share a success story with me. Have you had success stories?
Well, I have so many. And primarily what makes me so happy is that Joshua was able to recruit several of his friends to work with him.
Okay.
And changing the lives of these young black men is my greatest success story.
Oh, great.
Because I look in the room and over 7 or 8 young black brothers with an opportunity that has tremendous growth.
Yes.
Financially, can just change their lives forever if they just dig in and work hard and work smart and believe in what we're doing. And that's just what makes me so happy, because I know that I'm not going to be around forever. And just to know that I've left something, a heritage or a legacy for him, as well as my other son, that they can carry on the work that I've
Well, I
created.
think at least for a lot of young people, I think this is great, because it is the way for the future. What do you think?
100%. It's definitely the way for the future. And even if you look at some of the market analysis, when you look at jobs in the renewable energy sector, like they're bound to skyrocket within the next 20 years.
Yes.
I mean, this is such a growing field, and I'm grateful to be in it at such a young age. So like I said, I love being in a mentorship kind of position. So you know, I do a lot of work as well with like schools and colleges. I'm you know, go back to my school, trying to do little recruiting events and speak on panels and everything like that, just so I could, you know, help someone else create a better opportunity for themselves.
I think that's very great. Empowering one is empowering all. So you're really doing a great job. Tell me a little bit about the commercial solar.
Well, that's fantastic. The commercial aspect of solar is just one of the biggest opportunities there is, especially in the District of Columbia. Again, I can't reiterate enough how that solar renewable energy credit is so large that right now on the commercial side, we're giving away free solar systems. In other words, for church in DC, or DC only, or a commercial building in DC, or a residential, some housing in DC, we're able to give free solar systems. In other words, eliminate the utility bill. I did one church, for example.
You mean like free as in free?
Free as in free. Free.
Okay.
They say free,
Find my church in DC.
free, that's free. So it's so great because this church was spending over $3,000 a month.
Oh, wow.
So $36,000 a year. But I was able to build a big enough system to cover their entire utility bill for the year. So now I zeroed out their bill. So in DC only, I have an opportunity to save anyone between 50 to 100% off their utility bill.
And what is the fine line? Do they have to make some payments monthly? Or?
No. I eliminate their bill.
Can you please tell the viewers, because please listen to this.
I eliminate.
It is free. Go ahead and tell them. That if there's somebody out there who is saying, I really want to eliminate my expenses, so just bring it down. Can you tell them what they need to do?
So basically, you got to contact me. Did I give my number?
Yes, please. Your number, your website, and everything. Who doesn't want free? Go ahead.
Contact me, Andre Smalley, at puresolarsystems.com. And the number is 240-723-4054. And call me immediately before these incentives in DC run out, because it's not going to be here long. But we have a tremendous program that's going to save you thousands and thousands of dollars. When I say free solar systems, basically eliminating the electric bill altogether. It's just amazing. So, and all you need to do is refer somebody else, and that person gets free, and then they begin to get some money. But hey, watch out, because free always has a limited time. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes.
So you said in your website, one good way to replace all of your wasteful old-style incandescent and fluorescent light bulbs with super efficient new LED lighting. Teach us a little bit about it, some of us who don't know exactly. LED lighting, that is a technology that's been around for quite some time now. And incidentally, I got in that business in 2008. And I look around and I said, wow, I could have made millions selling LED bulbs, because it was one of those things that first came into the technology about 2008, 2009. Now you look and you see them everywhere. Everywhere, yeah. They're in the grocery stores, they're in Walmarts and Lowe's and everywhere. But I chose to go into the solar instead. But the LED lights, because they're so efficient, they save thousands of dollars. So we also have a program in DC, a church, a group that we're working with as well, that not only will provide free solar, but also free LED bulbs for that church as well. All right. That's a good program. That is a good program. And we are going to be watching that as well. So are you only in Maryland, or where else is? We primarily work out of Maryland and DC. Okay. And Virginia doesn't have a whole lot of incentives just yet, so we're not as prominent in Virginia. Unfortunately, they're just one of those red states. I think, red state. For solar. Okay, so they have their own kind of, it takes a little bit time sometimes to pierce through the system. But so what you are young, you are the regional sales manager at this point. What is the vision? What is the eventual goal that you think Pure Solar Systems should reach?
I feel like expansion. Expanding throughout everywhere, like through our strategic partnerships. We do have markets available in other states, but my focus would be trying to expand internationally. That's really the vision that I see. And also just building the brand to a point where everyone knows Pure Solar's name. We're like the most recognizable marketplace for solar technology. I just want to really, and to bring bring as many young people as I can along the way. Just so, to get, like I said, to help change their lives and improve the way of living, to let them know that it's another option out there and you can really work for yourself. Yes. Because I feel like that's a very important, not knocking anyone who, has a job or 9 to 5 or anything, but I've place tremendous value on entrepreneurship.
Yes, I quite agree with you. So apart from the fact, so we're doing this so that we can assist all of you, so people will know about you. What are other outreach methods that you are taking so that other people will hear about you?
Well, first of all, we have the one approach is door knocking.
Okay.
Then we
The
have
old style?
Old
Mouth?
style.
Yeah, word of mouth?
Word of mouth.
Okay.
And Joshua is big on social media. So he's our
Of course.
social media expert.
He's young. That's
So,
that's all they
Facebook,
understand how to do.
Twitter, Instagram.
Instagram,
and all the-
polygram, what do you call it? Yeah.
So that's the
So what
other
do you
approach.
do?
Yeah, so I mean, I handle a lot of the social media along with a lot of the young people I have on my team. We just post on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, just, updates about solar and the technology, also about, what's going on in the environment and why we really need solar. Like I know, for example, if you look on the page, we posted about, I think it was a video of walruses in like the colder part of the climate. I think somewhere in Alaska. What they usually do is they slide down the ice caps to get down the mountain, so they can get to wherever they need to go get their food, whatever. But there's no ice, so now they're like literally falling down the mountain, like dying, like falling and dying because there's no ice. They can't slide.
Wow.
They're literally just falling. So we post videos like that and other content just to show how important it is to change.
So why don't you tell the viewers how they can reach you, and I'll come back to you to ask you one more time what they can benefit, and then we can wrap up.
Yes, ma'am. So my name is Joshua Smalley. I can be found on the website, www.puresolarsystems.com. My email, jsmalley@puresolarsystems.com. My phone number is 240-501-5755.
So if somebody is listening today and they feel like they're interested, sell me a benefit. Sell me another benefit. I know you save money, but just give me some numbers because we work with numbers, and then we can wrap up.
Well, the average person, like Joshua said, can save anywhere between 50 and 70% off their utility bill. That's the biggest thing. But it all depends on certain circumstances. You have to have the right offset, and we'll talk about that during the presentation. But the average person can save that much money. And
so do you have, like, for instance, Afrique Today is going to have like a networking business forum very soon in the summer. And do you do things like that where you can go and explain to people?
Oh, absolutely.
So would you be happy to probably discuss with Afrique Today at some point, like to go there and talk to people, advertise?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It'd be my pleasure to support you and what you do. Because one of my other biggest dreams is to, like Joshua said, to expand internationally, but not just internationally, but my mother home.
Yes.
I want to go to Africa.
It's a need.
I want to light up Africa.
Too, yeah.
It's billions of people without utility, without power. And it hurts my heart to know that we're in a place right now where people can just waste electricity and people don't have power and struggling to study and go to school and read their books without having adequate lighting. So I want to make that change. I know we have a few people, one of the partners that we're looking to work with down the road, Akon, who's doing it in Africa.
Yes.
We want to work with him.
Yeah.
That's my goal, to work with him.
I mean, we can all work on that because I think that there is a need. One last word from you, and we will.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So I just encourage everyone, just, make the transition to solar, please. It's needed. The environment is in bad shape. We have to do something to save it. This is the planet that we live on. So, and also it can save you some money. So everyone loves saving money.
Of course, I love it too. Yes, Andre, one last word.
My last word is basically...
And of course, give your website again before we close.
All right. My last word is basically just to echo just what Joshua said, but primarily we're about saving not only people money, but saving our people, our children, our young black brothers. For those who are looking for a job, an opportunity to work with me, I encourage you to give me a call because we can help you. This business, the income is tremendous. The opportunity is tremendous. And so if you're looking to change your life, bring more income, be it part-time or full-time into your life, call me. I'm available to help you. And my name is Andre Smalley, co-founder of Pure Solar Systems. I can be reached at asmalley@puresolarsystem.com. The telephone number is 240-723-4054. And thank you, Dr. Matilda, for just allowing us to be here and to participate in this wonderful radio show. It's just awesome. I really had a fantastic time.
This is what we do right here on This Time Africa. Are you looking for a tremendous opportunity? You want to change your life? You want to own your own business? Pure Solar Systems is the place. Well, this has been a fun time with Andre and Joshua, and we have been talking about money and savings on Pure Solar Systems. But again, This Time Africa, watch us on www.africtoday.com, and also you can download the app, and of course it's on Sundays at 4 p.m. Don't miss it. You will watch us also on YouTube. Please subscribe, and also you can download the app or Twitter. Again, this has been me, Sia Matilda Banga, your host. I'll see you next time right here.